Rachel here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a wig chat. So today we're looking at two Pixies in the Toni Brattin line. Again, quite out of my comfort zone, and we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this first one that we're going to take a look at here in the Toni Brattin line is in light blonde, and it's called Vivacious. Okay, so let's take a look first at Vivacious. This is going to be a very light wig. I'm always going to put the specs, if I can find them, down in the description box so you can take a look at things like that. Let's take a look at the cap here. This is a very basic cap, and that is the reason why these are at such a great price point, because the caps are very basic. You're not getting all the bells and whistles, but I'm finding them to be comfortable. So they're doing their job, and they have a wonderful stretch. I do want to say, now that I've worn several styles, that I want to say their average cap runs a little smaller than any of the other average caps that I have found in a lot of my other lines that I have. The John Renault, the Raquel Welch, those sort of cap sizes in average. To me, these fit a little smaller than that. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about their plus size in a different video. I'm going to be getting a plus size and an average size, and I want to try them on and let you know what I'm experiencing with both of those sizes. And I will also put, and try to remember to always do this in my wig chats, is put my measurements down in the description box so you can see them, compare with what your measurements are, and so on. Because I'm finding the sizing in this line just a little different, I think. Okay, so basic cap, machine wefted throughout. We even have some open wefts, little tiny ones right through this crown area. We have some permatease all back in here. We have a very soft velvet sort of lining here. We don't have a lace front. We don't have any monofilament at all. The ear tabs don't have any sort of, soft velvet lining here. They do have metal stays. They're not the strongest metal stays, but they do their job. I'm noticing they do their job fine. They also sew in a good amount of hair right here in the front, of that ear tab. So it covers it nicely. It gives you a nice, clean, natural look down that low where the ear tabs are, which is really nice. This particular style has sort of an extended nape. However, there isn't any sort of soft velvet banding here on this. There is right up here because that's where these Velcro little adjustable straps sit. So remember, if you are a true petite, I'm thinking you might have pretty good luck, unless you're very, very small on that end. But I feel like you might have some luck here with these caps because they will also adjust up to a ½ inch on each side. You can pull these in, and that might just do the trick for you. And if you are more of an average large, I would probably recommend go ahead and getting the plus size in this brand. But that's up to you to experiment with and kind of take into consideration where you fall in other brands. But it depends also on your measurements. So I probably shouldn't suggest or say anything about that. But so that's it. That is a very basic cap. It's very light and very stretchy. This is very stretchy. All right, so let's get Vivacious on. Alrighty. Get that all the way back to our natural hairline. It's easy to sort of remember and do that when you have a lace front, but when you don't have a lace front, you still have to really pay attention to where you're placing your wig and make sure that, when it bends over, it's right where your natural hairline would be. That's going to give you a very natural look. Okay, so I just put these on and I just kind of mess with it a bit and like to kind of fluff up the fibers. You can kind of shake it like this upside down before you get them on your head too, and that helps a lot. My goodness, I am still quite in love with this color. I do have one to show you, not in this style, but I do have a shorter one that's sort of similar to this, a little longer through here, that is in a different color other than light blonde, because I know, but I was curious. I wanted to see what the brown blonde looked like, so I went ahead and did that. But you know what I have found with these? You don't have to fuss with them too much, really, because these kinds of styles look the best when they're just a little disheveled and a little messy. And I think that goes for the part too. And we are gonna kind of put a little hairspray in here. But before I do anything, I wanna go ahead and do a spin. I'm already kind of liking this one. So, all right, so let's go ahead and do a little spin here. Look how cute these little flips are. Using the Tresemme Stronghold Touchable Feel number 4, the one with the metallic green, on my Toni Brattin wigs. See how it goes. When I first wash them, we'll see if it comes out. I'm assuming it's going to be okay. It's what I see Toni Brattin using in all of the QVC presentations that she does. She uses this to style all of those wigs. So I've been using this. Okay, so yeah, this is quite really pretty dang cute. You know, I am very much sort of an ear tucker. And this one would be pretty cute to do that with. And you know, when you get these on, just go ahead and finger style them. See which side that you like, and then if it's not working, just try the other side. Maybe the fibers like it better over there. And you know, you just kind of have to play with it a little bit and see where it goes effortlessly. You'll probably have the best luck doing that. I am not square here. There we go. Okay. I don't know, I think I am a left side parter, but I don't know, I feel like it was looking a little nicer over on this side for me. No, I don't know why. I just kind of have to go with, I guess, what looks good. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of use a little bit, kind of give it a little bit, take advantage of some of this really cute texture. Kind of get the bang to I don't know, you can get it to maybe go up and over if you like. I wouldn't be afraid to do that. I'm finding these wigs to be very natural looking. And yeah, they're very cooperative. And again, I just think the messier almost the better it is. I did not pull any of my own hair out because this is much shorter than, you know, if you have a little bit of a rooster thing going on there. Sometimes these shorter razory cut wigs can do that back there in the crown. Put a little hairspray on it. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go even messier, I think, and have some of this over here. Maybe over here, bring this over there. Because I really do think the messier these look, the cuter they are. Okay. You know, I think really it's one of those that even if it gets windy and it sort of moves around a little bit, it's still gonna look cute. That's one of the reasons why I do love these sort of razory flippy styles, because they just sort of look better the messier they are. I do need to do a little hairspray in there, because it helps sort of the foofies, kind of the flyaways that you get. I don't worry about little ones here and there, but just in general, it can generate a lot of sort of static electricity. You know, these are very fine, natural looking fibers, but they're razored, so the ends are sort of fine. So I find that it does need a little hairspray just to reduce some of that static electricity, and it can build through the day if you don't do that. And then you might have just sort of a, I don't know, a foofy sort of thing going on through the day. So let's take a look now at the other pixie I want you guys to take a look at. And this one is called Prestigious. Now, this is a very popular style in her line, and it has been for a long time. This is in the light brown, the light blonde once again. So this one, I have had this on my head, and I took some pictures and whatnot. So I have had this one on my head to try it on, and it definitely pushes me way into a whole different non-comfort zone place. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to experiment with pixies. So let's get this one on. Now I'm gonna have to, oh gosh, I'm definitely gonna have to bring this up a little bit when it comes to the texture. It's gonna need a little more something for me. I just know, for me to just get on board with this. So I wanna bring out some of that texture. I thought about ordering this in a different color, but I thought, no, I gotta at least really know I'm gonna like the color when I'm trying to get myself kind of into and used to seeing myself in these short sort of pixie styles. So I decided I want to be comfortable with the color. And I already know that I like this color, so that's a good place to start at least. Yeah, so don't be afraid to get it, I don't know, where it will feel a little bit more comfortable. So for me, I do like to bring out this really cute sort of texturing that they got going on in here. Little hairspray here and there, I'm not using a ton. And then we can get our ear out here, kind of get the sideburn down. Maybe we can do a little something back here. So that's about, I think, what I would have to do. Very, very short back hair, which I'm okay with that. But it is a little short back here. Cut really nice though. Really, really goes into the nape, which is great. Let me do a spin. To wear to work. I mean, you saw how fast it didn't take long to get a little texture going on in there, and maybe you like more of this smoother, you know, sort of flatter to the head look, but I just recommend at the very least, definitely when you get it on, kind of zhuzh it up, move it around, get that sort of box smashed thing going on, get that out of there, and just start, you know, sort of playing with it. I wouldn't overwork a style like this because then it will look a little too, oh, sorry. Yeah, you know, I think you saw how fast it was for me to sort of make this look a little easier for my eye to get used to. You know, a little bit of hairspray, but definitely when you get it, you know, shake it. When you get it on your head, you just go through it a little bit. This didn't take too long because it's pretty short, but still, you know, it's been sitting in that box. So at the very least, you know, just kind of get your fingers underneath these fibers, get them up and off. Use some hairspray to help do that as well. And this is gonna be one that you're gonna be able to flip on and get to work pretty quickly. And I'm finding that with this brand, there's not a lot of frustration going on to get it to look good. They're very easy to style, and I think that's largely because of the density of these wigs. I have very natural density. They make sure that they really thin and wisp out these front sort of bangs and the layering through here, so you don't have that heavy wig look that you can get from the very high-end brands. And I just think she just gets that. And I have not been disappointed with that. I mean, her density in these wigs are really good. I really like them because, you know, most of us, not all, but most of us have fine, thin hair. And it's just so much easier for us to sort of embrace wig wearing if we're not fighting a lot of hair. Now, I mean, some of my favorite wigs do have a lot of hair, but I just think that if your price point reflects around this area, so if you get a 30% off sale on one of these wigs, as of the recording of this video, you're only paying about $76. This is a great price point to begin. If that's where your budget lies and you still want some helper hair and you're looking at wigs, that can be so frustrating. And I think, you know, you're not going to get your lace fronts or anything like that, but you can style these in a way that you will feel so comfortable still. And I think the density of these wigs, what I'm getting to is, if this is where your budget is, these are wonderful wigs to begin your wig journey with. I do. Now, if I could tell you, you know, if you can afford a lace front for your first wig, yeah, that's great. You know, if you can do that, if you can afford a monofilament top, you know, again, but these are no frill caps here. They're comfortable, they're stretchy, they're light, you know, and I think they're great. I am so impressed. I really am. This was a bit longer than the norm because we covered 2 wigs today. We looked at 2 Pixies in the Toni Brattin line, both in light blonde, both very different, you know, from each other. And this is going to take me some time to get used to, for sure. This is definitely taking, you know, sort of stepping out of my comfort zone, and it's trying to embrace some Pixies because I love them on everyone else. And I just, it's just a, you know, it is out of my comfort zone, but I think we need to stretch that every so often. So that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to wear this one all day. That's my pledge to you. This is the one actually I feel the most sort of uneasy with. So I feel like I'm just gonna wear this all day. I do have to do an errand. Actually, I do have to get out and do an errand. And I know we're supposed to not do that, but I actually have to do that. Okay, guys, so yeah, I'm gonna wear this all day, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna fake the confidence. You gotta fake it before you make it, so I am. I'm just gonna fake it and just do this with this one. All right, thank you so much. I'm gonna see you guys real soon. I have one more Pixie that I'm going to show you this week, and I'm thinking that's probably going to hit over the weekend. All right, take care, and always stay young at heart. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.